Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Keeping Up with the Kindergartners. Please put your hands together for our host, who is Miss Shaima. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much for the warm welcome, kindergartners. Before we begin our day, I would love to give a big shout out to the BCS teachers, Miss G, Miss Maynard, and the wonderful staff of the BCS, Miss Hunt, Mr. Roger, Miss Shannon, and the list goes on and on. Miss Sanders, Miss Jade, Miss Jones. I can't even list them anymore because there's so many. I would love for us to give them a shout out and saying thank you for making this possible for us to work together and making this whole remote learning possible. Children in both kindergarten classes, thank you so much because without you, we are we are here because of you and for you. So let's work together to make sure our learning is the best, and we're here for you as and parents. Let's not forget about the parents. We want to make sure our parents are appreciated. Parents, we know what you're going through. um thank you for being there for us. We're here. We have to work together hand in hand to make sure our kids are our first priority. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's begin the lesson. So today we are currently working in lesson 1 through 6. Those of us who were sort of absent, those of us who were sort of absent before when the whole lockdown situation happened, this is sort of like a refresher course for you. Let's get started. So, the whole objective for this lesson is to find out different ways we can make 5 using things around the house. These are the materials we're going to need for today's lesson. Number one chart. Guess what? If you don't have it, it's cool because we're going to make it together. You're going to need a pencil, pen, or a marker, whichever you have in handy. If you don't, guess what? It's still cool because we can still use our hands to figure out the answers. You're going to need a piece of paper. If you don't have it, it's cool because we're going to do it together again. Things you can find around the house. You can find Lego pieces if you have it. If you don't have it, you can find probably pennies, beans, crayons, whichever you can find. We're going to work on it together. So, this is for the children who were unable to pick up the materials from BCS. Guess what? We're going to make our own number bond. We can do it. First thing first, take a piece of paper, a pencil, draw a circle. Then we're going to stick 2 arms or 2 lines from the circle. And those are, we're going to call it arms. Then, at last step is draw 2 circles on the arms. And voila, we got our own number bond. Kids who already picked up the materials, it's okay. You got it pre-made already. We're good to go. So we learn to label our number bond. It goes whole and parts. The 2 parts come together to make whole, right? So we know this is whole because the arms are sticking out of the hole to the part. So it doesn't matter which way the hole is positioned, right? The hole could be sideways, upside down, to the right, to the left, to the top, to the bottom, on top of Miss Shema's head. Doesn't matter. When the arms are sticking out, we know that's the hole. And underneath it is the parts. Let's continue. So we went from labeling the whole to initials. The W represents whole and the 2 parts represents the 2 parts, right? And the whole is connected by 2 parts. At this point, you can see the whole has shifted to the left, right? So like I said, it doesn't matter where the hole is in the picture. As long as you know the two arms, here you go. 1, 2 is connected. We're good to go. This is the part, the next 2 slides are pretty much going to be for you to practice labeling, okay? We're going to label with, again, whole with W and P for part. You're going to label, so I'll give you, you can pause the video and with your dry erase markers, if you have it, the one that, oh, you guys picked it up from BCS, you can start labeling them. And if you have pencils and paper, guess what? You can still do it. So I'm going to label mine, and you're going to label yours. Let's do it together. I got my hole, and I know this is the hole because I have the 2 arms sticking out. And here we go, the 2 parts. Good job, guys. Let's move on. This one, same thing. You have to work together. You can pause the video and label the picture. Which one is a hole? Which one is part? Excellent work. Keep going. Okay, here you go. Here's the good stuff. So this is an application problem, which means we're going to now put aside the number bond chart, and we're going to read this. I'm going to read it out loud. If mommy and daddy are not available, or your guardian is not available, every application problem and every problem set, I will be reading it out loud to you a couple of times. You can rewind it and listen to it, so that way we can solve it. Jason went to the kitchen and found 3 cookies. His brother Joey found 2 more cookies. How many cookies did they find in all? And remember, in all means all together, right? We're going to put everything together. So here we go. I'm going to read it again. Jason went to the kitchen and found 3 cookies. His brother Joey found 2 more cookies. How many cookies did they find in all? So you guys can pause the videos and draw the picture. When you're done, put it to the camera so I can see. Great job. I can see those cookies. Some of you guys can put some sprinkles. I see some of you guys are putting some chocolate chip. I see rainbow. Oh my goodness. Those cookies are amazing looking. You know, it makes me all hungry. I think I'm going to step out and get me some cookies. BRB. So this is my picture for my cookies that Jason and Joey got it together. So I know Jason found 3 cookies. So I got 1, 2, and 3. And I know Joey found 1, 2. Perfect. Now I want us to put these cookies in the number bond. So you can pause the videos again and take out your number bond chart and make sure you put the cookies in the right place. And I'm going to do the same. But before, I got to take a bite of my cookie. So here we go, guys. So this is my picture bond, right? Jason found 3, Joey found 2, and they decided to put their cookies together, and they got this, right? Let's count together how many. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we know that 3 and 2, when you put them together, it becomes 5. And this, my friend, is called a picture bond. Now, I want us to erase those cookies. If you have it in your chart or paper, please erase it. And then let's make another number bond chart. But this time, instead of drawing the cookies, I want us to do the numbers, right? So what I mean by that is, how many cookies are here? 3. So I'm going to write 3. How many cookies are here? Excellent work, guys. 2. So I know 3 and 2 makes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Excellent work, guys. I got 5. So another way we can do is counting with our finger, right? I'm going to draw a picture of my hand here because I can't show you guys my hand. Can I now? 1, 2, 3, 5. So I have 2 hands, just like you have 2 hands. I like blue, so I'm going to use blue crayon. So please show me your 2 hands. And in one hand, we know there is going to be 3 cookies. So I'm going to just mark 3, but you guys can just put the 3 fingers up. And the other hand, you guys are going to put 2 fingers up because it's 2 cookies. So when 3 and 2, I want you to count now. Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we know that this is correct because first we counted the cookies and then we checked our answer by counting in our fingers, right? So we know that both of this matches. Excellent work, guys. And this is what your number bond should look like. Remember that one has picture, but number bonds doesn't have picture. So we know, again, I will repeat the story again. Is Jason had 3 cookies, right? He found 3 cookies. Joey found two cookies, and they put them together, right? Which means they're coming together, and this is where the hole is. So I'm gonna put 5 cookies. Excellent. Guess what? For this, you get a cookie. Since Miss Shaima is not there with you, guess what? You can ask your mommy for the cookie. I'm sure mommy will give you. If not, when we come back, the first thing I'm gonna do is give you guys cookies. So here we go. This is the problem. I want us to, again, work together to solve it. This is the practice one. It says Nicholas has 3 pencils and Ileana gave him 3 more pencils. How many pencils does Nicholas have in all? Again, remember guys what I said, in all it means all together. So before we even go to picture bond and number bond, I just want us to draw just the pictures with the pencil. Remember, we're not using number bonds yet or the picture bond. I just want us to, you can use your hand for this. You can draw the picture on your paper or on your white piece of paper. Okay? So remember, just a picture, no number bond, no picture bond. So I will draw mine and you'll draw yours. Here we go. So I know Nicholas had 3, so it's 1, 2, 3. Ileana gave him 3 more, so it's 1, 2, 3. They decided to come together, right? They decided to be, you know what? We're going to put our crayons together to show how many we have. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Excellent work, guys. And this is just the beginning. So here we go. This is our picture bond. I used the same pictures before, but again, to put those pictures in the chart itself, we have to put Nicholas and Ileana. You do not have to label the pictures. Okay, this is just for me to show you guys that Nicholas had 3. Ileana gave him 3 more, and this is how many he has all together. Boy, this is so hard. Yeah. Probably spelled this wrong, but it's okay. Teachers make mistakes too. So this is what we got. Now I want you guys to pause the video and take out your number bond charts that you put it to the side, right? Or you have it on your lap or in your table or wherever it is. I want you guys to use this and put it into numbers. Remember, we're not using pictures anymore. I want you to think about these pencils as numbers. How many pencils Nicholas has? How many Nicholas Ileana gave it to him? And how many they all have together, right? I'm going to give you a few minutes to solve it. At this time, you can pause the video and write it. Once you are done, give me those thumbs up. Here we go. So in this slide, we had 3 and 3 and 3 and 3. We know it makes 6. So we got 3 for Nicholas, 3 for Ileana, and 6 all together. So how do I know that I have 6? Right? What I can do is I'm going to, again, draw my hands, right? And I'm going to change the color to green this time. So I know I have this over here is 3. 1, 2, 3. Right now you can use 3 fingers in one hand and 3 on the other hand, and we're just going to count. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 2 ways to check our work, right? We can use our fingers, and we can also count the pictures that we have, right? Excellent work, guys. I'm loving the way you guys are doing your work. You know what? There you go. All 2 checks for everybody. So now this is a problem set, right? Parents, guardian, if you are listening at this time, please, please, please pause the video. If you have a phone, you can take a picture of it. If you can take a screenshot of it, which is going to be great, because this is the problem set. I need you guys to take a picture message and send it to your teachers. Okay, so what I need I will read out the problem set twice. Actually, no, I'm going to read it 3 times, very slow, so you guys can understand what I'm saying, as well as I need 2 sets. I need 1 picture bond and 1 number bond. Remember, 1 picture bond and 1 number bond. Parents, when you are sending me those pictures, or Miss G the pictures, or Miss Maynard the picture, please, please, please remember the pictures have to have 1 number bond and 1 picture bond. Okay, here we go. Daha has 5 blue trains. Heaven gave Daha 2 more blue trains. How many blue trains does Daha have in all? Here we go. Daha has 5 blue trains. Heaven gave Daha 2 more blue trains. How many blue trains does Daha have in all? I'm going to read it one last time. Daha has 5 blue trains. Heaven gave Daha 2 more blue trains. How many blue trains does Daha have in all? Remember, guys, you are giving me 2 ways. 1 picture bond, 1 number bond. Again, I will just try to write it here. Picture bond and number bond. Okay, perfect. We're almost close to the lesson, end of the lesson. So, when you are submitting the lesson plan, parents, please make sure you have your child's name and date on top of the page. Make sure you show all the work, which are two things, picture bound and number bound. And lastly, we would love to feature your children in the videos in future shout outs. So please, when they're doing work or any sort of activity, they do it around the house, whether it's I ready, whether it's dancing with Miss Nzinga's video, whether it's music with Baba O, or some sort of activity with Mr. Roger. Please take a photos and send it to me, Miss Shaima. I would love to feature them in the future videos. We appreciate. And last but not least, again, we love our children. We want to work together to make sure they flourish. Even if we are not physically there, we are there. We will communicate with you every day. Um, I will stress it out again that our communication via email or phone. I will refer back to the homework packet. In the homework packet, Miss G, Miss Maynard, Miss Shema, all three of our um, phone numbers are there. So please feel free to reach in our hours, as well as if you are unable to text or call, please shoot an email. We are always here to help you. We're here for these children. So let's make it happen. Thank you, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. We can't wait to see you whenever we are allowed to come back. Okay? Have a good night and enjoy the rest of your evening.